off the play fake on first down. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really... He's got it down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They'll give it to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Might be calling a hot route. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Sends it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding.
Breaks into the open. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have. Sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. Unleashes one. Big guy smells it.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he cruises. house. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it off. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
That's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around. And he's human. He finally missed.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw again. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And they'll on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Finds some fresh air. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. Their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Wants to return it. And they'll get... ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off-play action on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Back open in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Lamb. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
That's caught. It's Marshall. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dumps it off in the flats. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And then my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Garrett. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Auburn! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Brings it in down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Wants to fire on second down. Keeps looking downfield. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bust through behind his pad. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got Little trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Moses. Makes the catch. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
At the 45 on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And this offense, man, it's just been one of those days. And they're not going to want to watch the tape, but they haven't put up a bunch of points. They're getting scored on a lot. It's one of those days you want to forget, and adding a drop to the tally is just the cherry on the sundae.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up. Opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too, so keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it.
Makes a grab past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll put put in play from the 41 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless of whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today,